The situation in Bangladesh continues to deteriorate. Moderate Muslims have been leaving the mainstream narrative now, and calls are out to abolish constitution, replace it with Islamic ideas. And what does this mean for Bangladesh? We'll discuss all of that. But meanwhile, Chinmoy Krishna is now scheduled to be produced before Bangladesh court on 2nd of January. He was arrested from Hazrat Shahjalal International Airport of Dhaka in connection with the sedition case filed against him in Chattogram on 25th of November. To discuss what's really happening in Bangladesh, what does it mean for minorities? I am joined by Labour Party councillor and president of Secular Bangladesh Movement in the UK, Pushpita Gupta. Pushpita, good morning. You're here in India, we're given to understand. What's the purpose of your visit?
Good morning. And before I start, I must say I represent myself as a human rights activist, not as a Labour Party councillor. So the visit for this purpose of my visit this time, because we are not allowed to go to Bangladesh. British High Commission has released a press release saying British are not safe, so this country is not safe to travel, so we must not travel to Bangladesh. Obviously, Bangladesh is in a crisis. You just already said. There is no democracy, no law and order. Minorities are being attacked every single day. Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu is our spokesperson for Hindu community, not only for Bangladesh. He is the spokesperson for all the Bangladeshis living in all over the world. And because he is very vocal, he is demanding our rights for Hindus' rights in Bangladesh. He has been given a false allegation. And you see the allegation against him saying he did disrespect the Bangladesh flag, whereas the flag was not even Bangladeshi flag. They have stars, a couple of stars in the flag. If you want to see the videos, we'll be able to provide the videos of the flag. The reason they arrested him. So the allegation is completely false allegation. And there was 2 times we tried to get him out from the jail, but they did not proceed the procedure in the court. So today is the day we are hoping that he will get released, because all the more than 10 lawyers from Dhaka, they are all highly educated. They are representing the communities. They are top lawyers. They are in Chattogram,
Okay.
and we're hoping they will bring out Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu. And I just hope they will be given the what is called the time and space to talk and put the case forward. Because previously you noticed that Ravinder Ghosh was not even allowed to do the procedure, because then he was attacked, he was bullied in the court, and then once they forced the judge to leave the court, and he could not do anything. So I hope they get the right to talk. For if there is anything, court can decide, but you have to give the rights to people. This is a human rights violation. This is our basic rights. So if you put case against me, I have a right to stand in the court and talk about myself, and my lawyer has the right to talk about Chinmoy Prabhu. Thank you. And I'm really shocked.
I have to ask at this point, I want to understand from you, from your assessment of what's really happening in Bangladesh. We are hearing, and there are conversations and reports on how sometimes Hindus and Christian homes are looted, their places of worships being attacked. There is a concerted attempt being made to overthrow the constitution, to replace it with perhaps Islamic fundamentalists, and basically get rid of the fabric of secular nature of Bangladesh right now. What is your assessment of what the current situation is in Bangladesh?
Absolutely.
And yes, and how is it different from when Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was in power?
Absolutely, because as you said, I'm the president for Secular Bangladesh Movement UK, and my organizations is not just represents Hindus in Bangladesh. They represent all sorts of like Christian, Buddhist, or transgender, gay people, because we have been fighting for minorities' rights in Bangladesh. So they have been attacked for many years. Hindus are being attacked. Even Ahmadis who are living in Bangladesh, they have been attacked. Their house been looted. They're not even allowed to go to certain mosques to pray. And they don't even, some of the Bangladeshis, they don't even acknowledge they are Muslims. So there are groups of minorities, not just Hindus, there are groups of minorities that are really struggling. At the moment, that you just asked me a question, what's the difference between Sheikh Hasina's, when Sheikh Hasina was in power? So this is the difference. When Sheikh Hasina was in power, she was the prime minister. It was a government, legal government. But at the moment, we don't have a government. It is a group of people who just captured Bangladesh and the whole institution, like code to schools to university, everywhere that's grabbed by some jihadis, who don't believe in secularism, who don't believe. They just believe in jihadis. They just believe, killing people. When you started the news, and I'm just very shocked to see what is happening in USA, and my heart goes out to those families. I don't know, this is just shocking. But when Sheikh Hasina was in power, there were some Hindu persecutions. There were still attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh. There were many incidents happened during Sheikh Hasina's when Sheikh Hasina was in power. But now it is very clear, because what happened? There are people who actually used to call themselves they are in Chhatru League, or they were in Army League government politics. But now they're calling themselves, they were not in Army League politics, they were not in Chhatru League politics, they are actually serving their Jamaat-e-Islami's agendas, or Hizb ut-Tahrir's agendas. So they were hiding inside Army League or inside Sheikh Hasina's government. So, excuse me.
Right.
So it was, for my understanding is it was complete failure of Sheikh Hasina's government not to identify those criminals. And some of them, they were actively the people who are in. Advisors of Dr. Yunus, and in their cabinet or whatever they were working with, these people were so-called Awami Leagues, the so-called Chhatru Leagues. So this is a failure for Awami League government to not to identify these people. And now they were attacking actually name of Awami League. So they were attacking Hindus those last 15 years as well. So we have to identify who were the attackers. So when Hindus were attacked during Sheikh Hasina's, when she was in power, we were told from the government that we're not doing it. It's the Jamaat-e-Islamis and it's the BNP government, and they were doing it. But we used to tell, no, this is not true. These are the members of Awami League, but they are actually the name of Awami League, but they are the jihadis. They are the Jamaat-e-Islami. You may notice that when Awami League was in power, BNP had a coalition with Jamaat-e-Islami.
Right.
And then later they used to say BNP and Jamaat are not together. Why always been where we were told, or we are being called the BNP and Jamaat we're not together. Now what is happening? Yunus came to this. Yunus taken over Bangladesh. First thing he did, he released all these jihadis, all these extremists from jail, and the organization called Hizb ut-Tahrir been unbanned. It was banned during Sheikh Hasina's government.
Understood. So basically, Pushpita, if I'm not wrong, what you're trying to suggest is during Sheikh Hasina's government's time, such elements did exist, but they have only now come to light after Sheikh Hasina was ousted.